1979년 6월 9일 Ant-Man by Marvel Studio. Hope kept up Scott's martial art training and he got better fast. She could still have kicked his butt if she'd wanted to, but at last he wasn't completely outclassed. Meanwhile, he and Hope had analyzed the layout with Pym Tech Future Lab, where Devon Cross housed the Yellow Jacket project. It looked like the lab had its own isolate power supplies. Scott said, looking over a blueprint. That meant he wouldn't be able to cut the alarm from outside like he had with Pym's house. There's a security guard posted around the clock. She says, we need you to take him out to deactivate the security system. Shouldn't be so hard, he thought, as long as the guard didn't see him coming. Hope pulled up a schematic drawing of the case holding the prototype Yellow Jacket shield. The Yellow Jacket pod is hermetically sealed and the only access point is a cube when estimated to be about 5 millimeters in diameter. She says, oh, Scott thought, this is where it gets hairy. Why do I have sick feeling in my stomach? Hope pulled up another view, this one showing the security on the pod itself. The cube is protected by a laser grid and we can only power that down for 50 seconds. You're going to need to signal the crazy ant to below the server, retrieve the chute, and exit the vault before the backup power comes on. Pym says. Scott nodded. It was possible. Not an easy job, a long way from it, but possible. He was still thinking about the end, dabbing some alcohol on some matte burn from his last spring season, when Hope stuck her hands into the room and said, Hank want you outside for target practice. When Scott got outside, Hank was holding two little dice, one in each hand. They looked like something a kid would shoot out of a toy gun. One was red and one was blue. The shoot is no weapon, so I make you this. Hank says, red shank, blue and large. They practiced throwing them for a while, growing and shrinking various things out in Pym's yard until Scott was reasonably sure he could do something with them if he had to. Then it was back to meeting the various pieces of ants Pym kept, so Scott stood up and had it underground one more time. Solepon is molecular, known for their bite. The fire ants have evolved and remarkable archable. They are handy to get you in out of different places. Difficult place. While Pym said this, Scott ordered the fire ants to turn themselves into a bridge and then ran across it. He had that down pretty good, but he was still having a hard time with corporal ants. They didn't want to put his sugar cube in teacup, even after days of effort. You can do it, Scott. Pym encouraged him. Come on. Scott started at the ants on the table. They didn't do anything. Come on, Ant, she thought. Move the sugar cube. They still didn't do anything. He sat back and tossed the earpiece on the table in frustration. They're not listening to me. You have to commit. You have, Hope says, you have to mean it, no sugar, no lies. Throwing insult into the mix will not do any good, Hope. Pim commented. We don't have time for cuddling, she pointed out. Chris was going to sell the yellow jacket prototype any day now. Pim knew this, which was why he wanted to avoid the conflict with his daughter. Our focus should be helping Scott. Really? Is that where our focus should be? Pim saw he'd wounded her. Scott saw it too. She picked up the earpiece and in second had an army of ants moving the sugar cube, but she didn't stop there. Ants swarmed through the dining room. Curlew marched up the wall, covering the chandelier, the dining room. Scott got nervous. What was she going to do next? Her anger was kind of running away with her. Scott! Pim barked. She blinked and looked from Scott to Hank if to say, see? I'm better at this neither of you. Then she started walking toward the door. On the way, she stopped next to Pim and said, I don't know why I came to you in the first place. After she was gone, Pim was silent for a long moment. Then he said, we can't do this without her. Scott decided someone had to do something, and it wasn't going to be neither of them. That means it has to be him. 이번 거는 막 이렇게 개미 훈련 같은 거 하고 무슨 돌리는 거 뭐지? 피자 스피너 같은 생긴 거를 주더니 자 이거 빨간 거는 던지면 커지는 거고 파란 거는 작아지는 거야 라고 하고 그거를 꽤 잘하고 뭐 개미들 같은 것도 막 하면서 핀 박사의 정원에서 막 그렇게 하다가 이제 개미들을 조정하는 건데 이렇게 개미들 삐삐삐삐 있는데 이걸 이어피스라고 귀에다 붙여가지고 이렇게 막 생각해서 하는 건데 아무것도 안 하고 제발 개미들아 제발 이거 좀 옮겨주라는데 그래서 그 호프가 야 이거는 뭐지 너가 그냥 짧게 하려는 게 없고 거짓말도 없고 정말 너가 진심 원해줄 되는 거야 하면서 막 뭐 얘기하니까 야 뭐지 그런 비퍼는 전혀 도움이 안 돼 이러니까 우리는 지금 달래고 있을 시간이 없어요 하고 그걸 알고 있었고 당장이라도 그 사람이 팔기 시작하면은 아주 센 힘이 한 명한테 넘어가면은 전쟁이니까 그래가지고 딱 이어피스를 집어들더니 귀에다 붙이고 막 개미들이 엄청 많이 막 때로 몰려와가지고 설탕 큐브를 막 옮기고 그걸 멈추지 않고 막 샹들리에 해가지고 막 어둡게 했는데 호 그만해 하면서 막 하니까 이렇게 보면서 봤죠? 뭐지? 제가 여기서 제일 잘해요 하니까 그냥 이렇게 나와가지고 딱 뭐지? 거기 장소를 나왔는데 장소를 나오면서 I don't know why I came to you in the first place. 왜 당신을 제가 첫 번째 선택지였는지 모르겠어요 하면서 막 하는데 핌이 이렇게 한숨 쉬면서 이거는 호프 없이는 우리가 할 수 없어. 스컷은 지금 누군가가 뭔가를 해야 되는데 핌이나 호프가 먼저 사과를 할 성격은 아니니까 자기가 가겠다고 결심하고 끝이 났습니다.